And good day, everyone. I thought I would share what I'm working with, and that is building the garden boxes. So we did a garden last year, and it was here, which you can see it was ill-placed, and I don't know, didn't work very good. It was on a slant, which also didn't work good because then the dirt all wanted to go downhill, and it was pushing on the boxes, and then when we'd water, all the water would settle at the bottom instead of evenly watering out the garden beds. We also had really poor dirt last year. We just used dirt that is here in Tennessee, and our dirt in Tennessee, at least in our part, we're in West Tennessee, it's very, it has a lot of sand and a lot of clay, and it doesn't really have a lot of nutrients. And it packs really hard when it is wet, and then when it's dry, it's just dry. So it wasn't a good mixture for growing a garden. So yesterday we went to Lowe's and got a bunch of mixed dirt. I got some composted organic humus. I got compost and manure, and then I got this bag right here. I don't know if it was a good decision or a bad decision, but it's called soil conditioner. And they come from Alabama, which is not very far from me. It's about a 3.5 hour drive, which made me feel a little bit better because then, it's not like the travel for it to get here, the imprint wasn't as big as another company that might have come from a state further away. Anyway, my husband had the genius idea of using the concrete mixer, which I'm super excited about, because we're going to mix this soil, the native soil, with this soil that we got from Lowe's. And I'm not sponsored, by the way. But anyway, so I'm going to mix in my native soil with the soil that I got from Lowe's yesterday, and then mix it together in the concrete mixer and fill in our boxes. And this is how I'm going to have the garden this year. It's going to be right off the porch. One day I'll have steps off of my porch, and that'll just be wonderful. And my green stalks are right there, which my green stalks have been doing wonderfully. I love my green stalks. So it's just like a central location for everything to be. I have water right over there, and it's just this is a much better area for us than that slope of a hill over there. That's a real bummer. It's not working. It would have been really nice to mix the dirt up in there and not have to worry about doing it by hand. But when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I guess it got left outside by some people that were working for us, and so it probably messed up something. It's acting like it's not getting power, even though the power cord is working. So by hand I go. And I have one box down. So I ended up using a horse trough to mix the 3 different types of soil that I got. And then the first 6 inches of the box, I put the native Tennessee soil from over here, from what we used last year. This is the little pile I'm working with. And I put it on the bottom, and then I put in the soil mixture with the Tennessee dirt. I didn't mix it very well. This is back-breaking stuff, but we'll cultivate it more. I don't know if that's the right word, but we'll do more with it when we get ready to actually put our plants in here. But I got 1 box down, 4 more boxes to go. I'm putting this weed mash barrier fabric in the box like this, and then putting the dirt on it, and then what I plan on doing is cutting it off after I have the boxes full, and that's just to help with the ground, the weeds growing up into it, and also And when we're watering it and stuff, I don't want the dirt coming out of the bottom. So that's what I am doing there. I'm reusing the weed mash that we had from last year on the bottom of the boxes. The one that's going to be really hard to get is this one right here and that one. But while I was doing this one by hand, my husband got the concrete mixer working, which is awesome. And now I am mixing the Tennessee soil with the soil conditioner, and then I'm going to dump that on the bottom of the box first and then mix it together and put a layer on the top. Mr. Pringles is sleeping under the table. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mr. Pringles. You looked so comfortable. Yes, you did. You look so comfortable. I'm going to show you the garden work. I've been sitting out on the porch for a little bit, relaxing after we had gotten done. But I'll show you the view from the porch. There's our water bottles that we were drinking from when we were doing the work, but the girls were so helpful, and I'm so thankful that they came out and helped me. And my husband, he did a really good job helping us too, because he used the skid steer to get the dirt from over there and moved so we could get the fabric that was used last year. And then we did the exact same thing that we did with the box over there. Put the first 6 inches with the native soil, and then mixed the 3 bags that I have together to fill the boxes. And I'm so excited because we are done filling the boxes, and now all we have to do is clean up our mess, put things away, and put that under some shelter so that it doesn't get destroyed, because I won't need the rest of that until May, and I'm going to tell you why in just a second. But so the boxes are full. I like the way they're lined up. I like having one day, like I said, this is to keep the dogs off the porch, and it works. But anyway, and it's baling string. Haha. One day I'll have steps, and we'll be able to step right off of here. We have the water right there, and our little garden box right here. This is what we put all our garden tools and stuff in there. And then we can just walk straight off the porch and into our beautiful garden. Got a little very lazy girl fire pit made right there. I just put the center blocks in a circle and then put our little chairs so that we can have a little fire pit, so that, you know, in the summer nights or the fall nights or the spring, who knows, whatever, so we can work in the garden if we want, and we can make a fire and, you know, do some s'mores, whatever, it don't matter. Anyway, got my little fireplace going on over there with the chairs, and then the garden will be right here. And the rest of the dirt that we have, the rest of the bags, will go right along here. So we're going to use the Harley rake that is an attachment on the skid steer. And from that pole to that pole, my husband is going to Harley rake that whole area. I will use the remainder of the soil, the bags that we got. I'm going to scatter it through there and then have him Harley rake it again. And over here, we're going to do a garden that I've just learned about, but a lot of people know about it. It's called a Three Sisters garden. And it is where you plant corn, beans, and squash together. And then they all complement each other and they all help each other out. So the corn provides a stalk for the beans to grow on. And then the beans draw up nitrogen for the corn. And then the squash, which I don't know, I was watching a YouTube video today and I loved his idea. He actually did watermelons. And he planted watermelons in instead of squash. And what that does is provide like a mulch, because watermelons and squashes, they're very viney. And so it will provide shade and mulch for the corn and the beans all along where you have them growing. So this is where I'm going to do that right there. But beans cannot, well, not beans, corn should not be planted until May, I guess, according to what I've been looking up. I don't know, because I'm learning. I am just experimenting. We're going to do things, see if it works. If it don't, it don't. If it does, yay! So I won't have to do that until May. And here are my green stalks, and I have spinach growing. I'm so excited for my spinach. All of these boxes are full of spinach, and they're doing so well. They made it. I think I put them in here around, I think it was the middle of February when I put the spinach in my green stalks. And they're doing really, really, really well. This pansy I planted in October, and it's just now starting to look like a pansy, but I'm still happy with it. And then over here I have carrots on these two bottom layers. Let's see, my phone keeps blurring. Sorry guys, I'm not very good at this, but anyway, I have carrots on the two bottom rows, and then the three top rows I'm going to plant lettuce. But I stole soil from the top ones and put it in the bottom ones for the carrots. So I'm going to buy some organic topsoil for those, because I'm going to do my lettuce up there. But anyway, that is our garden start, the beginning of the garden for us beginners. Hopefully we will be able to show you some beautiful plants with beautiful fruit, but we shall see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again next time. Bye!